embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
Now 2nd and 9. Now a toss running left, Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now it's Lockett. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing now is Geno. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Geno on 1st down. Short throw to Disley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lockett, the motion man right. First carry here for Ken Walker. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Bobby Brown on the tackle.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Now Geno. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Well, the Rams had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You talk about this Seahawks defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's in.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Walker with another carry.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Geno out to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Smith. Short throw to Disley. And some room to run now. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Let's go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. Walker now on 1st and 10.
Breaks through the contact. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's Smith now on second down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here is 3rd and 5.
To throw is Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Here's Walker.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top for Kupp.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In motion right, that's Metcalf. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd down and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown, Rams! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Walker once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A
feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Back now in Los Angeles. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
I'll pick up for 13 yards. It's now 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the interception, here's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Back to throw again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in large part to the play of the man who's been doing this for a while, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whenever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.